We
Yeah.
log into Peacock, which I'm paying out the ass for.
Yeah.
And why is my first show not The Traitors?
No, instead it's something called The Office.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm like, I've never, like, it's
What
work from home, Henny.
We're all working from home,
The
Henny.
Office. I'm like, I don't
I've
know
never
what
heard
that
of The
is.
Office.
Welcome to Stream Queens the Pod.
I'm Erin.
I'm Julia.
She is the indie darling of the Tribeca Film Festival, the Princess of Bushwick alt comedy.
And she is the Emmy Award-winning producer behind your favorite reality shows.
And this is the podcast where we do some rage bait, some misinformation, but mostly we are roommates and we're talking about what we're streaming in our house. And if you've been following along, you already know we are neck deep in the Traitors. Y'all, episode 7. It's the episode Alan Cumming has been hyping up for weeks. Wait for the banquet. Wait for the banquet. It's episode 7. It's all about episode 7.
No, he has been hitting the press circuit to hype up episode 7, which was, for the record, a phenomenal episode.
Yeah. But it was no episode 6.
Don't buy the hype.
Don't buy the hype. It's episode 6 was really the one. Although I loved episode 7.
Yeah.
But had episode 6 not...
You had an editing bay suspicion.
Well, I was thinking, as a producer, episode 7 has... The banquet scene is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Like, jam. Like, we've never seen a player... die, right? Like, because that never happens. That happens off camera. They just don't show up to breakfast, so we never get to see them like getting someone dragged away. It was very dramatic.
No, they were being a little rough. I'm like
a Lisa Rinna iconic exit. Like, there were a lot of elements to this episode where I see how, like, as a producer, when you're watching the show before it comes out, you're like, episode 7 is the episode. But the truth is, everything that made episode 7 what it was happened in episode 6.
Right. And that is kind of how I don't know how the producers, like this jam moment you're talking about, or like when a traitor goes and like gives their little piece. I don't know how. I imagine the producers are just bricking it every time.
Absolutely. The jam scene, I know they were just freaking out like, we did it, folks.
We did it. And also, like, do not say anything. Do not say anything. Do not say, like, don't fuck up my game.
Yeah.
The producer's game is unmatched. Don't fuck with my game.
No, the producers on the show are so talented. It's kind of crazy.
Should we get into it? Hot off a round table where we've lost our dear friend Ron Funches.
I know. And now we start at the Black Banquet, which we've been preparing for. And I mean, let's start with what everybody's starting with the Black Banquet.
Yeah.
Of course. What's everybody wearing?
Oh my God. People are wearing some of the most challenging pieces that I've ever seen.
Yeah, think pieces of outfits, really.
Yeah. Some Substack style outfits.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh.
The outfits are telling stories. The outfits have perspective. The outfits have takes. The outfits have context. So the outfits are
did anyone
not just
speak
fall
to
out
you?
of a coconut tree. I mean, obviously the meme is going around about Colton, which is of course perfect. The meme that said, like, it's Colton's little pearl outfit. And somebody's like, "What the fuck is this?" And somebody says, "Unfortunately, this is what happens when you come out later in life." He got dragged, and that was true.
It was ugly. It was a Party City drag queen.
And it was just unfortunate because, like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it on him. Like,
What did you think of Rob's little
hated
bit?
Rob's outfit. I thought Rob's outfit was horrible. I thought Rob needed to, like, his little, like, vest situation.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of thought Rob, I was like, I think you need to take a little, like, page from my grandma's book and what she would have told me, which is like, actually, let's leave a little bit to the imagination, okay? Like, I would have loved to see him in just kind of a nice suit with
and
a little
I think it's very respectful that
embellishment.
you are wearing a
sweater
boat neck collar up to your neck to illustrate the
to
point.
illustrate the point. Like, let's leave something to the imagination. Let's let people imagine what's underneath, because it was so cute, Rob. Like, obviously, when you do the overalls things, like, obviously you are unbelievably sexy. We've made that clear time and time and again. But this week it was not working for me. I hated your outfit.
I've not seen him in a suit, but what
Can you
a
imagine,
tailor
like,
could do to that.
what a tailored outfit could do for Rob Roush in that moment? You, like, would have changed everything.
I will say, and it does go to the overalls point, but this episode, especially what we see, like, I'm like, I think he had Leslie Abrams of the Menendez lawyers, like of the Menendez brothers trials dressing him. Like, it looked like similarly where I'm like, no, he's dressing boyish
Yeah.
for the jury.
Yeah.
So a suit, that's danger.
Yeah, that's true. He definitely was dressed in a way of like, oh, like this really is a boy who don't know nothing from the creek in Alabama.
I just know water.
I just know how to throw rocks on. I just know how to skip rocks. I don't know how to dress nice.
Big league, but they show up in their terrible outfits.
Well, not everybody.
Okay.
Mora with her little gold kind of number in the hat. Like, it's silly, but I liked the way it looked. I liked Candace's Medusa kind of snake thing. Yeah. And I thought it was interesting. Nobody kind of clocked. I was like, that was a traitory outfit to me, to wear snakes and be like, I'm a snake. But nobody noticed that. Lisa's outfit was so cute. Her like sailor-inspired getup. She's never looked better than she did episode 7. Like, that outfit was inspired.
No, Semper Fi, girl. Yeah.
Yeah, and Natalie continues to give us some of the more thought-provoking looks again and again, and I just adore her for going out there with heart, with bravery, and with a choker necklace.
A choker necklace. Natalie's outfit, when it came out, I said, I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried that there might be layers and levels to this that are beyond my comprehension.
Right.
Because it was baffling.
It's baffling, so let's just dance around it and, move on. And Alan, I mean, what about Alan's outfit? Like, that really impressed me. I was like, that was Emmy Award-winning Best Host material to me when Alan walked out with that outfit, kind of swinging his little pouch and kind of big dicking all of them with this pouch with tassels
3
on
tassels.
It. Yeah, like, I just thought that was...
It was fun.
Really fun and powerful. So I loved the outfits. I loved the vibe of the banquet.
And it added to when Alan is like yelling later. Like, yeah. I've been yelled at by a lot of gay guys, if you can imagine. And it's like...
Me too, if you can imagine.
I've seen it with my own eyes. But when he's like, players.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well...
That's a gay guy I'd listen to.
No, I'm sad. Like, he's really good. But the whole banquet, like, I just know the producers were gagging over what they were able to accomplish at this banquet because there was a lot going on, right? Like, first we have like the tarot card red herring, really smart, right? Like, flipping over that card to create kind of a red herring there. Also the food and the serving of the food, which was of course an issue for several people on set.
Well, the second, I mean, right, because we know that somebody's going to get murdered during the banquet, and it does happen rather early. They blew the load early on it, which happens to the worst of us. And what struck me about it, though, was like, or as it was starting, I'm like, I'm filing the little behavior that I'm like, ooh, we shouldn't have done. Like when Stephen Coletti was being nice and serving turkey.
Yeah. You were like, that's suspicious.
Yeah, I was like, that's not great. The tarot cards, don't touch anything.
Right.
Like anything like that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it definitely all made me nervous. And it also, I loved that they kept in like Tara's comment about like, how long has this food been sitting out? And I really wasn't planning to eat the turkey. And I'm like, yeah, they were all wondering, like they walked into that banquet, however long it took them to light that room, get all the inserts of the food shots. It's been sitting there for a while. They're coming in and everybody's like, are you still ordering us a kava bowl after this? Or is this actually what I have to eat for dinner? Like, I'm just wondering.
No, like, hey, like, I need a second. This isn't real dinner though, right?
No, like I'll put it on the plate. I understand we're doing this.
I'll do whatever. I don't care about.
But I'm still getting my kava bowl after this.
No, okay, fine. Yeah,
fine.
What? Guys, like, what would you put on your plate?
Dorinda, just give me some turkey.
Yeah, like you guys are eating turkey. Tara Lipinski, Tara Lipinski is so cute. Like I just don't like her being like, you don't think this has been sitting out for a long time. I do think that.
If you were in the castle, you and Tara Lipinski would be best friends. You'd be all over that girl.
I can't wait for the All-Star season that we can both be on. Fingers crossed, a girl.
Yeah.
I can't believe she won a gold medal when she was 13.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Bup, bup.
but
But
when you're the girl next door, it's really hard to be the final girl as well.
I
Yeah.
know. So Alan obviously brings out the antidote to the cursed amulet, and Natalie, man, crashing
Crashing
out.
out. I do think, right, like the thing that is working again to the producer's credit this season is
Mm-hmm.
the time crunches of the challenges add such like intense stakes and urgency to it.
Yeah.
Like maybe if they had had time, they could have come up with an orderly way to determine who to have the anecdote, like or the anecdote. And anecdote's what we do on this podcast. Antidote is what Natalie tried to steal from everyone at the
Everyone.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I thought Kristen deserved it. I mean, based on obviously they're
yeah,
all wrong and nobody knows about the cursed amulet, but like the tarot card was the best theory to me. I'm like, whoever, I think it was Steven, was being like, you guys, it's not the fucking food. We all ate the food. And
as Mark.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's not the food. That's too easy. Like the tarot card made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, like do a one thing is not like the others.
Exactly. So I'm like, I would have given it to Kristen for sure, which she did ultimately get one. But then there was the Natalie v. Tara kind of face off over the antidote.
And it's
What
like,
it was going on with Natalie? Like, I think she was just really like tired. It's been a long several days in the castle. She's got no gamers left. This means a lot to her. She probably needs the money more than everyone else. I don't know what it is, but like,
she was convinced she was in danger. Did you
and it was
find that
hard
to
to
be true?
watch. I think, well, she was in danger, right? So she might have sensed that intuitively because Lisa did say her options were Kristen, Natalie, and Jam Jam. So
Yeah.
I think she might have sensed that might have been a true intuition she had. I think she was in danger. Ultimately, it wasn't her, but like it easily could have been. She was certainly a target. So I don't think she was off base with that, but her reaction was so desperate and so strong. And it was immediately obvious, like as a viewer, you're like, well, baby, that's going to backfire on you for real, for real.
Yeah, I guess I wonder, right, like I to that point as we're trying to narrow things down, right? Are we all dead from the turkey? Likely not.
Right.
What could have singularly happened? But with Natalie's, I don't know though, with the way that Natalie was behaving, well, I do think it was desperate and like inappropriate perhaps. I don't think it screamed traitor.
I don't know. I just think emotional like regulation is a key skill going into this game. Like keeping a level head is really, so I think everyone gets uncomfortable anytime one person gets highly emotional. Like sure, it maybe doesn't scream traitor, but something's up and it's not so trustworthy. Like it's tough when the emotions run that high. Also, can I hit your vape? Mine died.
Yeah, of course.
Also, Jam Jam's dying wish to sign the death certificate of Lisa fucking Rinna.
Yeah, Jam Jam getting pulled away. I did see whether I don't know what the charge for the traders were who were looking proper fit tonight. Like the brown coat with a black underneath, really trimming on the body. If you're gonna wear the traders outfit, that would be the one to wear to me. But they were roughing up. They were roughing up Jam Jam. Jam Jam was not going to go quietly into that good night.
No, Jam Jam did not go quietly.
It's Lisa.
It's Lisa. It's Lisa.
She kissed me.
It was awesome, honestly.
And yeah, I like the idea of screaming while you're going out. I do think it's like, if he had said something, I actually would have gotten really upset if he had said something that like ruins the game. You know what I mean? Like
What
a
could that
couple
have
of times.
been?
Well, in the past, like when a traitor tries to like hint at something like at the table, right? It usually happens like on an exit where someone's like, I was, like I'm a traitor, but I couldn't have done it without another Midwesterner. And it's like, girl,
Oh.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think they only do that on civilian. I've never seen that.
I think we're gonna see. I'm certain we see it later this episode.
Well, I think it must be in their contract. No, like you can't just tell them who the traitors are if you're a traitor and you get out. Like that, you can't do that.
You shouldn't be able to.
It's game ruining.
It's game ruining. But luckily, Jam Jam, yeah, while a really great dramatic moment, I kept waiting with the expectation in my head that Alan Cumming was like, this is going to be the best episode. And I was like,
I know.
Going up
and I see how you thought Jam Jam's exit was going to be the best moment of the season, unfortunately.
And while he is, like, one thing going into this episode I knew I could expect is passionately pursuing false theories.
Of course, as we can expect every episode, we're going to be passionately pursuing false theories.
And he gets really tied up on the kiss, the cheek kiss.
The kiss. Like, okay.
You died of an amulet, not COVID. I'm like, I actually think
No,
that's
I
why
know.
Tara Lipinski wanted the anecdote so bad. She's like, I'm going to get food poisoning if I don't eat this.
If I don't drink this antidote.
No,
like
I'm going to get some from the turkey. Like, I know y'all left that out.
Yeah. I know you guys have left this out way too long.
This seemed like a late night for them.
I think it was a late night for them. I think it had to be because the next day at breakfast, everybody shows up looking gorgeous and brand new. Literally, we were like, did you guys have a day off? Was this a really late call time? Like, what was up? You all look positively refreshed. Did they get a spa day the day before? Like, I'm so...
Yeah, they started our 3 traitors are the first
Yeah,
in.
we get the kind of turret in the kitchen at the hard-boiled egg breakfast.
Yeah, but I'm like, and I'm trying to do like when people do like nail investigation on like Kylie Jenner to be like, this is when it was posted. I'm trying to find the sun in the sky. I'm like, is it a different time of day? And it's just really working for them. And it's like, yeah, clearly it was later. They must have gotten some rest because they were like SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay, woke up feeling a brand new way. Like
literally.
And looking good.
Looking good.
You and I really noticed it when Moira came in.
Moira's outfit was so amazing. But let's hold on Moira, who looks like a fucking doll out of a Bratz doll box. Like,
no, my favorite Kimoji.
Literally
Moira.
She backing up. We have the turret at breakfast. Like, we have a mini turret where we let the 3 traitors come in first so they can have kind of a download about the banquet, which I liked. But we've got some stuff going on there where I think, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I will. We as a collective, we're starting to turn against Rob a little bit while we all acknowledge he's playing a really smart game. I don't think we like how he's treating the housewives, how he's calling them scary, how he's worn that t-shirt to appear like a little boy being scolded by his mommies, and how he is going to keep quiet about his true intentions while they kind of gang up on him, and he's just going to kind of like like he literally looks like a petulant teenage boy in that scene, like getting chewed out by his mom, and he's like, I'll pretend
Lisa
to listen to you.
Spank me again.
Yeah, like it's just...
No, you want to get paddled by those 2 women.
Yeah, and I think Lisa finally starts... Lisa's bringing it up. She's bringing gender into the equation. You know what I mean? She's like, as usual, I'm a woman who did all of the work. I had to do that murder in plain sight by myself, and now Rob is in the doghouse because he's not being supportive. And I think it's layered because, like, obviously Rob is smart at the game. Lisa's dead in the water. It is not smart to support her in this moment, and I agree with that. I wish Rob, though, instead of lumping Candace in with Lisa, because Rob should have taken time to pull Candace aside and say, hey, can we still do this together? And let's be clear, it's obvious Lisa's getting banished, if not today, tomorrow. Like, Lisa's done for. So can we stick together? Instead, Rob totally went out on a limb and is going to start creating this rift with Candace that I really don't like to see.
And while, you know, as always, what's both parties' part in this? Candace is tying her, like, where Rob doesn't want to tie himself to a sinking ship, Candace is taking rope around the mast. Like, she is absolutely going to align herself with Lisa, which Rob should have included her. She should not be
tying herself to Lisa. The only thing I'll give her, though, is I think she's got plausible deniability because of the housewife connection, right? I do think there's a plausible deniability that she wouldn't go against Lisa because they're housewives and they're friends, right? So I think she can carry that through in the castle.
I do, yes, and I do want to commend Lisa on some really great communication skills.
Yeah, she's a wonderful communicator.
That we're lacking from Candace and from Rob, where Lisa's like, hey, I've done all this work. What I could really use today is for you all to help out with me a little bit.
And have some support for me. And what I wish is that either Candace or Rob had the strength to be honest with her in that moment and say, the truth, which is obvious, is this train has left the station. And unfortunately, there's not going to be anything you can do to save yourself from impending banishment. You can maybe buy yourself time, but you cannot. You're not going to win over all the faithfuls again. You have way too much suspicion under you.
No, let's go to the bar cart. Let's go to the food cart. Yeah. But we're not. But you're getting pushed off the train.
100%.
It could have been handled better, and
it could have. Yeah. It's just disappointing to see, and yeah. But what wasn't disappointing, of course, was how cute everyone looked at breakfast. And you know what else wasn't disappointing?
Tell me.
We got some talking heads from some people we haven't gotten a ton of screen time with.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric gave a great talking head about Alan Cumming throws horrible parties. I said, star alert.
What I love, okay, right, is it's all like you and I, like, we're looking at we're looking very carefully, very seriously into the Traitors applications, and it's a lot of like, what are you going to bring to the castle? And in seeing Eric, I'm like, what can the castle do for you? Eric is becoming a very nice young man.
Eric's star meter is rising with every episode.
They're growing. Like, all these people, I'm like, whoa. Like Lisa, there's development and growth in these people through this game that I wasn't expecting, and I'm really enjoying, because Eric is turning into not just a star, but a really great young man.
And a confident young man who knows who he is and can stand his ground and play the game with integrity and a sense of joy and sportsmanship.
Good job, Magic Ears.
Yeah, good job, Magic Ears. Also, we got a random talking head from Stephen Coletti, who I regularly forget is playing this game. And honestly, looking cute. Like, I was like, wait, am I attracted to Stephen Coletti? Because that's new. He was so forgettable before, but I think as I'm turning off of Rob, I was starting to turn towards Stephen.
And folks and chat, I'm hearing about this live for the first time. Like, kind of this Erin distancing herself from Rob and turning on Rob. I'm like, what?
Oh. Of course, I'm not turning on Rob sexually at all. Of course. Because, I mean, baby, we're about to get...
No, the only turning I'm doing on Rob sexually is flipping positions.
Respectfully, of course. No, I just mean, like, I just don't know. Obviously, I was really considering, like, what my life could look like with Rob. Like, how would we be raising our children? Where would we be? Would we split time between kind of like New York, LA, Alabama? Like, what am I going to do with the creek, right? And now, just as I'm seeing his relationship with like Candace and how he communicates, I'm just starting to think differently, that like maybe that's not going to be our future. Maybe we'll just keep it kind of casual and have just like a, maybe we'll just keep it like a little more low key. And I don't know if it has to be like a committed future with him. So that's just kind of like,
that's where you kept going. I have to say, like, y'all, like, we 1.5 to double the length of this episode, like, where Erin and I would have to rewind, because we would be so, like, we would just, Rob Roush would come on screen, we would both go into our own daydream and then be like,
I'd miss that.
Yeah,
we have to rewind
multiple times.
It's embarrassing.
I don't want to admit that to you all, but the way that we were like, you were thinking about Rob, and I'm like, I was thinking about Rob.
I was thinking about Rob. Like, let's take it back, because I missed what we're doing, because I was just thinking about Rob.
Erin was at the creek.
Yeah, I was at the creek with Rob. So can we start the episode over? Yeah, it's actually a problem. It's whenever we were trying to get some AI help for the podcast via ChatGPT, and we were like, hey chat, like, this is our podcast. What do you think we could do better? And it was like, might I suggest some segments? And one of the segments chat suggested to us was Horny Corner.
No, like, and
which is one,
which I'm like,
which is self-explanatory.
Literally, I'm like, if the Oval Office is a room with no corners, ours is a room of only horny corners. It's like it's the what are the two blobs? You know what I'm saying? There's the kabuki and the
oh, it's like Babo and
Kiki. Yeah, it's very Kiki.
No, Horny Corner is Kiki.
One of the last to come in at breakfast and immediately starting her campaign of apology is Natalie.
I know.
In a new Lycra fit, ready to say sorry. And she comes in, she's like, I was crazy. I was
crazy back then.
No, like,
and it's like, you were, girl. And I get it. You're in like there's a pressure cooker environment.
And she is a gamer, right? Like, she's competitive, and like, that could not be more clear in a way that some of these other people are maybe not. Like, she's playing hard.
She needs this, and I empathize that all the other gamers are gone, and I do think she knows she's a target. She knows she's smart. She knows she's a target for murder, and I think that's a tough position to be in.
It's realistic, and so we do see her, you know, making the rounds, and she ends up at what would be a Dream Blunt rotation. Tara Lipinski, Lisa Rinna, and Natalie.
That's your Dream Blunt rotation. I love it.
But I've as we've talked about some really fucked dreams. But Natalie misspeaks, and this is like, as you were talking about like carefulness or whatever, right? Natalie is like, well, when we murdered.
Yeah, the gamers.
When we murdered the gamers, she meant banished, and that's where I will, like, you talked about being like having good emotional regulation in this game. I find it's almost that the more regulated players tend to be the traitors, right?
Because you're confident.
Yes, and when you're not thinking about double speak too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in your own head, you slip up. I misspeak all of the time. And so I really do empathize when somebody says something that it's like...
It's almost a sign of a faithful.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if you're genuinely really stressed, like, that's not really traitor behavior. That's faithful behavior.
Yeah, and traitors have to think about each thing that they're doing, and faithfuls are clearly...
in the dark. Like, you're stressed and you don't know what's going on.
And having an emotional turbulence that is really rocking the boat. So
I know, that's true. And I do think, a lot of confidence. That's what, I mean, I think confidence is what's hurting Colton and why people think he's a traitor. And I think maybe it'll come for Rob, because Rob very confidently provides us with the definition of lying when he sits everybody down to say the really serious thing, which is when two people have a different version of a story, one of them is lying, and everybody goes, poof.
No, I wrote it down twice. I was like, that's actually something that I hadn't been wise to in my own life.
Yeah.
And while it may not always be true, it sure is a good aphorism for this game.
I know. And
especially for somebody like Rob, who knows that one version is false.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's talk about the mission. The monumental mission of misogyny.
And
to me.
Tell me about that.
Well, I think the mission is, of course, geared for what Lisa Rinna rightfully points out, which is we've got professional athletes, Rob Roush,
Olympic medalists,
survivor winners.
Yeah,
the housewives are going to be trailing behind. There's they don't really have a chance, and we know this going in. So the game already is a little set up for that. But what we see in this game is really,
I will offer as a balance,
please,
right? Like
please.
a physical, like if the only thing that you could do in this game was be physical, I think that would obviously be unfair. But where the housewives may not be able to run quick, they talk and think quick and have.
But this isn't a thinking challenge. But this challenge doesn't involve any of that. You have to be fastest and hold the most weight. Like that, to me, this challenge. Yes, there's other challenges that are more strategic where I think everyone has an equal playing field. This challenge was a very athletic challenge where it literally was, how good is your aim at throwing rocks? How much weight and rocks can you carry? And how fast can you get up a hill? Those are...
Respectfully, Donna Kelsey, 74-year-old, would have had a hard time.
She couldn't have done this challenge, right?
No.
That's the thing.
No, we would have been on medical leave for that one.
Absolutely.
I have a note from my doctor.
From my doctor, it says I cannot do this challenge.
Because I'm fucking 74 years old.
I'm fucking 74 years old. It's an athletic mission, and I mean, back to Horny Corner, Rob can run so fast. I literally was like, wait, who's wearing the blue hoodie? Who's running that fast with the strap of the backpack on in the front and just booking it? I was like I couldn't get through this mission.
Who is in the blue shirt?
Because he's fast.
We know who's in the blue shirt.
Rob.
Well, Rob starts, and we learn at the beginning of this mission that there is a secret power that can be won. I thought maybe we would be expecting the seer. We've seen that before, right? Where someone earns the power to learn another player's identity. This time, though, something we've never seen before, the dagger, which earns the player 2 votes at the round table. Yeah. And Rob immediately is like, I'm going stabby. I need that dagger. And
Yeah.
so he and Colton set out. They are the dream team. Sorry I called y'all butt buddies. That wasn't respectful,
It was true.
but it may be true. They're a good team.
No, they are a good team, and they're finally getting, like, can I just say, like, pat on the back to me for being right again, as always, which has historically been the case. I can read vibes pretty immediately, and I think if you guys want to go back to episode 1 of us talking about this season of The Traitors, you can hear me point out that we're going to be seeing a Rob and Colton heated rivalry situation, which is exactly what we're starting to see here, folks. When Colton says, hey, Rob, I'll take your weight for you, buddy. Like, let's get up to the top together. Like, we're really starting to see it. And in that moment, we were all kind of Francois being like, hey, I know what you two are doing. You think you're hiding it, but you're not at all. Colton wants Rob.
Hollander, Rosenoff, flip it around. Heated rivalry.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, which one's Hollander? Which one's Rosenoff?
Rosenoff? Rob's Rosenoff.
Yeah.
Wait, is that true? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Colton is definitely giving autistic bottom.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Some of my favorite types of bottoms.
Yeah, and like those two working together like this, it just shows, like, I did watch Rob's season of Love Island, and he did the same thing in Love Island where he will pick his alliances with men over the women every time. Like, he had this alliance on Love Island with another guy who he had like a bromance with, and he like fucked over multiple girls, getting them out on the island to save his friend, like, multiple times. And like, this is what he's doing in this game too. Like, he's picking Colton over the other traitors. Like, it's really crazy. Like,
it is, except for when it all considers that men don't afford women an inner life.
No.
Like, I'm like, would you want to work with another person or like somebody you don't really see as a person? I'm going to work with another person.
Right. And I'm saying that's wrong.
I agree with you. Hey, look, as we've said, like, it doesn't matter like what you do. Just because you're gay, you don't get off of it. Like, again, like, we stand against abuse and harassment of women.
We do.
Even if you are a gay guy while you're doing it.
We keep saying this. And why do we have to keep saying this? I think everyone, let's reflect on that.
And Colton he's really helping his buddy out. He's like, let me help you carry your pack. Like, I'm gonna dump my gold load into your box. Like, yeah, I like this team, and it is smart for Rob. Rob's playing a great game. I wish that he and Candace would play it together, but
I know
he's gonna get that dagger.
I know, and he does, because he gets the that dagger game was fun. We get to the boxes and we get to see, I think it's Eric, Colton, Steven, Natalie, and Rob.
Yeah, good for you.
Playing the dagger game.
Yep.
I know, just came to me. And Rob's lie detector test, we had to watch this like 4 or 5 times.
No, because that man looking and asking questions, and like the way he's like, I'm a human lie detector. I'm like,
we're gonna have to stop the podcast. Like, I seriously am like, I get so,
we have to put it all down.
No, we have to put it all down. Like, I just can't. Like,
scary.
Oh my god, it's so scary. Like, when watching Rob do
when
that,
he turns to Colton and goes, "Do you have it?" No, I'm like,
no, I'm seriously need to be like chained up, because like, I don't know. Like, I'm seriously uncomfortable. Like, I'm embarrassed. Yeah. I'm so embarrassed about my completely involuntary reaction to everything Rob Roush is doing in this game. Like, I can't help it. No, I feel it makes me feel like a boy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, he's got like,
say more. I'm definitely interested in this.
Like a horny dog, like just panting all the time. Like, I'm like, that's Rob brings out of me like a, like, it's all I can think about.
Yeah. I'm like, not gonna touch it, but
Rob Roush should do one of those Quinn, you know about Quinn? That's where they get celebrities to read like erotica, or like kind of like it's like audio sex for women. And so they'll get, like, I think the Heated Rivalry guys did it, like they'll get guys to like who are famous to like record one, and Rob Roush needs to get on that app immediately.
And as we've seen in the show, he is surprisingly literate. He's a strong reader.
And I mean, but also like that little game, like Natalie was horrible at lying, but in a way I was like, we are all Natalie, because if Rob looks at me and asking questions, I'm just like her, like I'm giggling, do you have it? And I'm like, no.
Right, because he got it off of her based on her lying, and like she acknowledged what I was kind of thinking too, which is like, if I'm Natalie, I'd rather Rob has it than one of these people that thinks it's me. Like,
Yeah, of course, of
she can
course.
identify an alliance. And if I'm her, I'm also going to leverage like to the other players and to Rob at another moment of suspicion to be like, y'all remember me at Dagger table? Do you think I am a good liar?
Right. Do you think I'm a good liar?
Because
Yeah. I'm not.
no,
I'm
like
not, baby.
I
Like,
can't look at you in the eye. Like
Yeah.
that was a really she could be using that for some pro evidence.
for sure, but I also think part of that, I don't know if I'd like to see her try to lie to someone else because again, I think
Right, it's not fair.
It's looking into Rob's eyes. It's not fair like to look into a crystal ball and just like
It melts everyone.
it melts you like you're naked.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the river. It's the Narcissus.
it's literally. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
So he comes into the Dagger, and Rob pulls another great gamer move. He grabs
Which?
the 6 people, the
Oh,
Dagger
the Dagger
6,
Pact.
and
the
he's
Dagger
like,
6.
as a faithful, like I don't like. Let's all team up. We're not going to tell them. Like I would
because
put a
I'll
huge
be a
target.
target. I'll be a target.
More
No,
panting.
He's too fucking good.
No, so
He's
smart.
so fucking good.
And I do love that, like, with that pact, we enter the castle, and Stephen Coletti, like, what a beta. Just, everyone's like, who has it? And he goes, well, a pact was made that we're not going to say because it could put a target.
And that's the thing, because I think Steven's really good at communication, and that's where
Really?
just in that way, in that moment, we're starting to just see more of him, and I'm just starting to wonder, like, is Steven more the one for me? I just when I really think about it, and like obviously there's only a few episodes left, so I have to make this decision soon.
Yeah. If Stephen Coletti wins the Traitors, we'll post whole to main. There's no, I'm like, do not let Stephen Coletti win.
He might.
He literally might.
He literally might.
Watch this space.
I would love to see the winners at this point, if not Rob Roush. I'd love to see Eric and Steven and
I would take a Tara.
I would love to see those 3 split the final pot.
Yeah, or who could I yeah.
Kristen, I could see in there. I like Johnny.
I think Natalie, like,
I just don't think I like Natalie too. I would like her to win. I just think
she's gonna get cut.
I just think she's going to get banished at some point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
authenticity is dangerous and expensive.
absolutely, especially on the Traitors. Come on now. I mean, this round table.
Players, the floor is yours.
I mean, it's just.
Well, okay, we come into it, and really the names are Lisa and Natalie, and it's kind of like, okay, I a little bit thought I fell for it. I'm a game audience where I was like, it's gonna be Natalie. Right? Like, I'll take the misdirect.
I don't know. I kind of knew it was going to be Lisa, but that was only just because Lisa was showing her Pilates arms, and she said, I have one more chance to do this. Like, I know going home, like she looked so good this episode. That outfit was so fucking cute, Lisa Rinna. Like, you looked awesome, lady.
And she handled herself during the table and at banishment with a lot of grace.
And I loved her little, like, it was corny, but her exit to say, like, iconic, legendary, like, it's so her. She really, I'm like, I don't like to throw the word iconic around. What does it mean? What do we mean by that? That Lisa Rinna is iconic. Yeah. She is. She understands what iconography is. She understands how to be a icon.
And again, the grace that she showed on that table, like, yeah. I don't know if I would have expected it because I don't know her, but that was very icon behavior.
It was
and
icon
she's
behavior,
like,
and she played till the end. She didn't give up at the table. She still went for Natalie with good reason. Yep. And then also I wonder too, though, I mean, speaking of Natalie and if she'll make it to the end or not, because I think Lisa was really the one leading the Natalie charge. So Lisa being a traitor, does that take the heat off of Natalie? Because people are like, oh, Lisa was leading that charge, so I don't think we trust. Like, that almost actually reassures that Natalie's a faithful, because you're not like Lisa was going for another traitor and it's Natalie. Lisa was trying to get the heat off of her. So I think that might protect Natalie for a little while.
I hope so. Somebody who is in danger is Candace, who all day has been like
Lisa so vocally.
Yeah, and I think that there is a way to do it to protect your friend, or at least that's what it is. Candace really actually wants to keep Lisa there, so she is putting her ass on the line.
I know, and she is putting her ass on the line, and I know, like, to her, like, Rob started the beef, and of course he did by going after Lisa, but I really wish Candace and Rob had a moment, because now we're just going to see some TVT, traitor versus traitor action going on, and Candace's, quote, throwaway vote that does throw something on Rob that is going to have consequences, and it's just like, the turret's going to be a mess, and I think we're going to have to get a recruit, and whose side are they going to be on? How are they going to agree on that?
What'd you think of that vote? Because, yeah, Candace...
I mean, I think it's smart, because I think she played it smart as the throwaway vote, right? Like, she was like, I know no one's voting for this, and I can't. And I think she's a strong enough standing to say, like, I was never going to vote for Lisa. Lisa's a housewife and my friend, and it's not a, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's something fair about that to me.
Yeah, but I would say that why'd you pick Rob? And while I thought that was stupid as fuck last night and could still bite Candace in the ass, probably,
I know,
is from her perspective, right, where you don't know if you can trust Rob, there is perhaps an incentive now created for Rob to work with Candace.
Yeah,
because if Candace, if next episode Rob or the tables turn on Candace, time after, people are going to go, well, she wrote Rob's name down.
Exactly. So now he's got to protect Candace, because it's true. Yeah, it's true. They really are going to need to start working.
Because I do wonder, like,
team.
if you unravel one or the other, do they both go down?
Their fates are now tied in a really, really big way because of what Candace did. Like, she's actually now hitched their wagons.
I wish, though, to your point, like, this is not what I would have liked. I am not in this TVT.
I don't like it. We've seen it so many times, and I really am interested in, like, really strategic traitors.
Let's reconcile it, y'all.
And I think maybe we can. We didn't get to see the turret yet. We'll see it next week. Like, I would love to see these two really start to work together, because I think there's a lot of potential there. They're both really great at this game, and there's a lot of suspicious people left.
And they're both, like, falling into the thing that we saw with, like, the team, the, like, mismatched allegiance to, like, your car or your team earlier, where it's like, do not, like, you two are working together, and both of them in their talking heads are like, it's me versus the other.
And
I'm just not interested in that. I'm like, I want y'all to come together.
We got to get to the turret, and I feel like next week there is a possibility that we can come together, these two. I don't know.
Well, goodness knows that I hope that this Southern Creek rat and this high society woman can work together.
Sorry, I just went to the other place.
Because of Rob Roush?
No. Goodness knows the wicked lives are lonely. Goodness knows the wicked die alone. This was Stream Queens, the pod.
I'm Julia.
I'm Erin.
You can find us on TikTok and on Instagram, as well as everywhere you get your podcasts. I'm talking Spotify. I'm talking about YouTube. I'm talking about Apple Podcasts.
You can get 10% off a Tushy Bidet with code StreamQueens at hellotushy.com. We absolutely love our Tushy, and you're going to love yours too.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.